Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be making a follow-up video to a video I made in my channel over 3 years ago. It was made in July 21st, 2021. It is 10 cars I wanted to see in Forza Horizon 5. In this video we're going to be finding out if Playground Games actually listened or watched the video, which I very highly doubt. It only got 49 views. And we're going to see how many of those cars that I had on my list actually made it into the game. Some of these were pretty surprising, especially one in particular. And then there's some others that aren't in the game but still have a chance of being added, since I don't think there's any current plan to stop updating the game anytime soon. But I thought I'd make this now that Forza Horizon 4 is being delisted. I thought I'd just finally get around to making a follow-up video, as some of these cars have been in the game for a long time. And before we get started with the video, if there's any cars you want to see in Forza Horizon 5, let me know what cars those are down in the comments. Anyway, let's get started with number 1. So the first one in this video was the Lamborghini Scion. Now, this car actually is in the game, and I do have it. I've had it for a long time. It's a really cool Lamborghini. I think it's hybrid or electric. I don't know too much about it. I don't like electric cars, but I do like the look of the Scion. I think it's really cool. I wanted to see that in the game, and they added it, actually. I think it was in December 2022 when they added it. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I think so. Alright, second one is the Lamborghini SVJ. Oh, this is the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Now, in Forza Horizon 4, I think it was back in 2019, I really liked the SVJ. I thought it was really cool. So I actually made, I might put on screen, I actually took a Aventador, I think it was a normal one, made it light green, added SVJ text on the side, and like the real one, like the letters with SVJ, saying SVJ, and I also added like the little like details on the SVJ. I tried to replicate as best as I could on the normal Aventador in Horizon 4. So I'm gonna put that on the screen. They did actually add it to Horizon 5. Problem is, though, I can't find one in the auction, and they're not for sale, like in auto show or whatever. So I can't get my hands on SVJ at the moment, unfortunately. But I'll be checking the auction house to see if I can find one, and also the Forza shop, because they do add those sometimes. Number 3, this car was actually added into the Crew 2 and the Crew Mode Fest, but never in a Forza game, and unfortunately was not added to Horizon 5 yet. This is the Bugatti La Voiture Noire. I couldn't say that in the first video. I'm not sure how to say this. Bugatti La Voiture Noire. I don't know how to say that. It's French, apparently. And I can't say it in the second video because je ne parle français. Or something like that. I don't know. Hope that was right. Sorry. Terrible pronunciation. I'm American, okay? We don't speak many languages. That's the stereotype, at least. I am actually learning Japanese, though, so. I know a bit of German, a tiny bit of Dutch. And a few words in, like, Russian and a lot of language. Okay, yeah. Whatever. Let's go back to the video. So, unfortunately, the La Voiture Noire is not in the game. As you can see, I'm driving a Devo. But they didn't add it into the game, unfortunately. So, I'm not sure if they have, like, if Bugatti has a licensing agreement only with Ubisoft to have it in the Crew games, not Forza. I'm not really sure why I didn't add it. There's also another Bugatti, but it's not on my original list. I will put the name on screen because I can't think. Oh, the Cento Dieci, I believe it's called. They don't have that in Horizon 5 either, which I think they should definitely change that. I think it's a pretty cool Bugatti. So I hope to see that in the near future as well. Alright, number 4. This one I actually wasn't sure if it would be added, but it was. This is the McLaren Sabre. It's actually a really cool car, in my opinion. Looks kind of like a McLaren Senna, but a bit different, of course. I think it's a really cool car, and apparently Playground Games thought so too, because they added it into the game, and I do have one. As you can see, it was added with one of the car packs, so it was like $4.99. So I did have to pay that, but I think it's a cool car, and I like it, and yeah, I'm glad to see it being added into the game. Number 5. This one actually kind of surprised me, but I thought it was in the game. This is the McLaren Elva. Now, this is actually not in the game. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the car, really. Like, without the roof, it just kind of looks strange to me. Out of all the McLarens. I really like McLarens, but I'm not a fan of the Elva design without any sort of roof or windshield or anything. So, I think it's in the Crew 2 and maybe in Motorfest, but it's not in Horizon 5. And that's not a huge deal to me. But I mean, it'd be cool to see it in the game, just to have it as an option. So, number 6. This one was a car I personally wanted to see that I know very few other people actually cared about. And I never thought it would be added into the game. In fact, I think the only Forza game I was in was maybe Motorsport 2 or Motorsport 3. I'm not sure exactly. This is the last gen, which I think is the 9th gen. Or 7th or 9th gen, I don't remember. The 2000 to 2005 Toyota Celica. So, let me just explain why I wanted to see this car. And as you can see, this is the way I wanted my real life Celica to look. I've always wanted a Toyota Celica, specifically this generation. I really like the design of the Celica when I was growing up, when I was little. And I still do, and I'm almost 20 years old. I do still want to get one. I was very close to buying one multiple times, but I never was able to. It just didn't work out. So I do plan on getting one of those eventually. And it's going to look like the one that I'm currently driving, because I did make it look very similar to how I want it. And of course, that's without all the extra mods and body kits. If I want to do all that stuff, we'll see. But I never expected the Celica of all cars to be added into Horizon 5. And in fact, when the game came out, I believe it was one of the cars that was available on launch, which is really cool. I'm glad to see it in the game. Alright, number 7. Unfortunately, this car is not quite in the game. Sort of. So, if you guys may have heard of a really fancy and really cool hypercar, I believe it's called. Instead of supercar, I believe it's hypercar. Called the W Motors Lycan Hypersport, I think is the name. Or to Hypersport or Supersport, they're confusing. Anyway, there's another car by them called the Fenrir. So they had the Lycan in Horizon 5, and it was also in Horizon 4. And I had it in Horizon 4, but not in 5. I don't have it in 5, and I can't find it in the auction, just like with the SVJ. The Fenrir was not added, unfortunately. I believe it might be in Crew Motorfest, I think. But unfortunately, it's not in Horizon 5. But unfortunate, but to be honest, I barely know the difference. I mean, if you give me 2 pictures, I could probably tell you which is which. But just from like my memory, I haven't seen the Fenrir in a long time, actually. Just trying to remember what they both look like. At the moment, I don't know which is which. So, yeah. Anyway, number 8. This car was actually not added. But when I made the original list, I didn't know what car I wanted to put here. I just wanted to... there was no particular order, by the way. I had to have 10 cars. I didn't really know what to add. So I just googled some cars that were never in Forza. Or just some, like, supercars that are not very common or well known. And the Ferrari P4/5, I think. I don't really know. The P4. The P5, I don't know, whatever. It's confusing. Was one of the cars that I had in that list that I found online. And from one of the pictures I saw, it did look pretty cool. I just seen some other pictures, and it's kind of meh. But it was not added to the game, unfortunately. And I kind of didn't expect it to. So, I don't even think it's been a Forza before. Number 9, the Bugatti Vision GT. Now, I have a feeling since almost every car manufacturer, especially supercar manufacturer, has something called the Vision, whatever, like, insert manufacturer name here, and then Vision. I'm assuming it's just a concept car. Like, I mean, of course it is. So I didn't expect it, because I think McLaren has, like, the McLaren Vision or something like that. I think Lamborghini might have the same thing. I don't know. I think Ferrari has one too. So I guess at the time I didn't really realize that it was a concept car only. So yeah, I kind of thought it'd be added to the game. It might be in the crew too. I feel like I remember that car being there. I might just be thinking of the Laboratory Noir though. So yeah, unfortunately the Vision GT is not in the game. And lastly, number 10. I'm gonna let Elon Musk say this.
Hi, everyone. I'm Elon Musk. Tesla. Cybertruck. Very cool. Very cool. I love you. I love you, Cybertruck.
So yeah, the Cybertruck is unfortunately not in Horizon 5 yet. It's a interesting car, or truck, to say the least. It's not like I don't know what to say, but it's strange. Like it's strange in a somewhat cool way. I'm not into electric cars at all, but I guess it's cool. I don't think I wouldn't buy one. I'd rent one, just drive it around for a day or two, but I wouldn't buy one. That's just not something I think I'd be willing to spend a lot of money on, especially because I'm not into electric cars, as I said. But it would be cool to have it in the game, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I think it would be kind of cool to drive around the Cybertruck. I have seen a few Cybertrucks in real life. They look cool, but they look strange, and not in a necessarily bad way. But I don't think I would buy one in real life, but it would be cool to drive it around in game. So hopefully, as I said, all the cars that weren't added, so the Bugatti Level Noir, and the Bugatti Santa Dieci that I also told you guys about, the McLaren Elva, and the new Lamborghini that they just came out with at the time of recording this, Lamborghini Temerario. It would be cool to see that as well. The W Motor Spinner, the Ferrari P4 possibly. I don't really care though, honestly, about that one, to be completely honest. And the Bugatti Vision possibly, I don't know. But the Cybertruck would be interesting to see as well. So they did add a lot of cars that I'd hoped for. So I am glad to know that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going back to revisit a video from 3 or 4 years ago. And it was pretty cool going back and seeing my old content, because my old videos were not that good. Let's just say that. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, join my Discord server, check our website for any merch, follow me on Instagram, and also let me know in the comments, as I said, what car you want to see in Forza Horizon 5 in the near future. And with that said, let's end it off with one thing. It's actually not telling me. Alright, so apparently YouTube Studio says this video, or the original video, was uploaded 3 years ago. So we're going back to see a 3.5-year-old video, coming back and seeing most of the cars added into the game, which is pretty cool. So hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.